What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about what Warner Bros. Montreal and Gotham Knights is going to be doing over the next little while. I kind of want to give you. I was thinking about this. I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes. I was thinking about this. I was thinking, like I've been right in predicting what's going to happen with Gotham Knights before. Maybe that makes you turn off the video because you're like, oh, he's so full of himself. Not really. But I was thinking, and I was telling somebody else. I think other people have asked me even on Twitter. What do you think the plan is after Red Hood? After we get the fan art, and I have an idea for it, and I wanted to pitch that to you. I thought, you know what? I have this idea. Why not give it to you guys? Give it to you, the people, as Bane would say. So before I get too far into it, make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, obviously. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And if you're new here and you like what you see and you like the videos that I've done, I also have a second channel. It's called Podcast Now Plus. Plus is in the word, not the symbol. You can look it up on YouTube, or the link for it is in the description below. All right, let me get this prediction out of the way, and then we'll discuss it. So hopefully today is when we get the fan art, later today, right? And like maybe a couple hours from now is when we get the Red Hood fan art. Today is, at the time you guys are seeing this, it is December 18th, okay? Christmas, if you guys didn't know, is 1 week today. So my prediction is very bold. Not really. It's actually the trick of this video is it's actually not all that bold. But I am going to predict that we're going to get the fan art either today, or you could say maybe Tuesday, because they did do the gear for Red Hood on a Tuesday, which shocked the heck out of me because I did not expect something like that. And then I think they're going to go silent. I know I had said that, they do have an opportunity here. That, and I do still mean this. By the way, I'm not like backtracking on what I'm saying. I'm not saying like I never said certain things. When they're done with the fan art, they are going to have to think something up. And by the way, I think they already, while they do seem like they're behind the times social media-wise, I do think they have a plan for what comes next. This was obviously, as we've always said, this whole marketing scheme that they've done, and I mean, whatever you want to call it, you can call it promotion, right? Where they have been showing us, okay, here's the Batgirl gear, here's the Batgirl fan art, and doing it for all four characters. We're at the end, okay? And they had kind of a system. It seemed like every 2 weeks they did something. Gear, fan art, gear, fan art. I think with Christmas coming out next, or being next Friday, I do think this is going to happen like this Friday, or again, like today, or this upcoming Tuesday. It's got to happen before Christmas, because then for Christmas, they're gone. And that's why it's not necessarily the most bold thing. But, I've been telling people for a long time, the hard thing with games and even movies are a little different just because some movies come out on Christmas, some movies come out around Christmas. Games, I think it's more for games, where you hear about all these studios basically going on a holiday break, which, by the way, there's nothing, I'm not saying like don't go on vacation, don't take the holidays off. No, obviously do it. But the thing that us gamers, or the people that want info, which again, like I want info, my channel, part of my channel is about news and rumors and leaks and stuff like that. Of course, I constantly want there to be, stuff that comes out, but I do accept that over the next couple weeks, it's going to be very quiet, very quiet. So I would say expect that, period of darkness. I always talk about them going dark. I think that's coming. And by coming, I mean, like, it's not going to last for very long. I really think we're going to get the fan art. They'll be gone for 2, maybe 3 weeks, and then they'll be back. You've seen, even over the past couple days, Insomniac's a good example, right? Fellow superhero developer, right, of Spider-Man, and they announced, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, it was their last day at the office, and that they were going on their Christmas break, and they'd be back after New Year's. So that's just what's going to happen. For the most part, many developers around the world will probably stop this Friday at the, I would say at the latest, but I guess it could maybe go into next week. But, some have already stopped. Some will stop today. Some will stop maybe like Tuesday of next week. And they will be gone for a solid 2 weeks. They'll be gone most of the entire week of Christmas, and the week after that leading into New Year. And then they'll probably go back to their offices, if they can even go, by the way, like physically go back on January 4th, okay, which is that Monday, or maybe a couple days later. But we're going to have to accept that over that 2 weeks, I really don't think there's going to be much. Sure, there could be like a Merry Christmas post, okay, on Twitter and stuff like that. I think everybody kind of does that. That could be, they're like the social media person is still doing stuff. Or, by the way, you can schedule tweets. I would not be surprised if many of these companies have done that, because again, I don't really think they're making anybody work on Christmas. So, this is not going to be the longest video. This isn't the longest video in the world, because it's pretty much just, it's a warning. At the same time, it is a prediction. Again, I don't think so I guess I should say this like bluntly. I don't think we're getting gameplay. I don't think we're getting a trailer. I don't think we're getting any of that until the new year. Okay, at least like in the new year, not like on January 1st they dropped the trailer. I think that, you know, they were, again, on like a pretty solid pace where, you know, people got excited for CCXP, people got excited for the Game Awards, right? And obviously not there, but we're at a point now where we literally, and that's again the biggest thing people have to remember. We know the game's coming. I know I always say this. I know people do understand it, but some people don't. We know the game's real. We know the game's coming. We just have to be a little bit more patient, right? We're on the last thing that they can show before they either have to go silent for months and not show anything and then come back, which, by the way, could happen. I'm not saying like it couldn't happen. It actually very well could happen. But they either have to do that or they have to come up with something new to start doing after. They've done the fan art. They've done the gear. All 8 times, right? 4 characters, 2 different things each. This will be the last one. Fan art for Red Hood, and they're finished. And that's a really good thing because, again, what comes next, we have to kind of make the assumption what comes next should absolutely be gameplay of Nightwing and Red Hood, right? It's the only, they obviously, again, they could show a villain trailer. They could show a developer diary. They could show how the world works. They could show progression. And by the way, I'm sure they will talk and show all of these things. They could do a release date. All of these things I do think are coming within the next several months, but like that's it. Those are the things that are, you know what I mean? Like that's why people got so upset at the Game Awards. People that get so upset that we don't get anything, every week or whatever. Like I get it. I'm not saying you can't be disappointed, but like think about what I just said. Like those are all the things to come, and there's really not much padding that can be done besides that. I mean, yes, there can be smaller things, but hey, we've seen like in interviews and stuff that you can get a good amount of information from interviews. Nobody should actually be mad that they're like if they have like an interview week. Nobody should really be mad about that because we can learn so much through it. You know what I mean? So once this fan art is done, and the fan art doesn't really, I mean, yes, it does. Like, I'm happy for the people that make the fan art. Like, it's cool that they get promoted by a gaming company. Like, that's a big honor. So, I mean, it is cool to some people. But, like, somebody to me, like, I'll like it. I'll say, like, nice job, everybody. And then I move on, right? It doesn't mean much to me. And I know it doesn't mean much to a lot of other people, okay? The people want, more stuff on the game. I understand that. But we're at the end of it. We're at the end. There's only one thing left. And then, again, yes, I do think they're going to go dark for a little bit. And that's where it gets a little difficult. Do they go dark for like a long time? Do they go dark until like the end of January, early February, and then they come back and they say, okay, obviously we have the Christmas thing, but we also just went dark. We also just didn't talk about our game for a little while. Now let's show you some stuff. And then they start going again. They could do that. They could come back the week after, New Year's is over and say, okay, here's the next like segment we have of promoting something in our game. They could easily do that as well. So I'm excited to see what they have for us. I really am, but it's a warning / prediction that I do think we're in for a little bit of a quiet period over the next little while. With that being said, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you agree, you disagree. Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. Again, if you guys want to subscribe to my second channel, Podcast Now Plus is its name. I'm going to probably be mixing in some Arkham videos over the next couple of weeks. Because with a lack of Gotham Knight stuff comes a lack of topics for me. So if you guys want me to talk about anything in particular for Gotham Knights or Arkham, okay, let me know in the comments. I will try and go maybe back and forth, right? For both of those different properties or franchises, and then we'll pick it up whenever there's new Gotham Knight stuff, okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.